little changing of the luck. Dana Miller-Mackie has opted to go first. Carolyn has been bowling first throughout this entire stepladder finals, but now Dana said, no, I'm going to step up.
And sometimes you just want to change the pace of things. Things have been working for somebody. You say, hey, let's try and change it. That, or she may prefer lane 12. It may be a combination of both, because she'll finish on lane 12.
The light touch, but it's effective. Dana Miller-Mackie opens with a strike.
Just tapped that 7-pin out of there. Now, I mentioned earlier about Carolyn and the good year she had last year, making all of the cuts. She was our runner-up to Player of the Year. Pretty high honor, Wendy McPherson-Papanos being the Player of the Year for the second year in a row. Carolyn was excited to have the players vote that honor.
Yeah!
Look at that.
Sure will.
Almost shot.
All right, here is how Carolyn Dorin Ballard has walked through this step ladder with a 247-232 win in her opening match against the only other righty. Then it started the lefty slaughter, 257-239 over Dee Dee Davidson and 238-235 over Tish Johnson. And now she faces her third and final southpaw, Dana Miller-Mackie.
And she just got a big break, light hit. It was quite a long wait since the last ball she had thrown on the warm-up pairs during the break. She didn't get a good shot of her hand, but she was fortunate, kind of tripped out the bucket.
Go up.
That's a
Great shot.
Baby. Come on.
Great shot. Great shot.
And we put a microphone on Joe, and you could hear what he said. Great shot.
He's taking deep breaths also.
Dana Miller-Mackie, by the way, is married to Steve Mackie, who is a vice president of AMF International.
If you just saw Dana, it looked like she might have been blowing into the thumb hole, or she's probably blowing warm air, breathing into it to warm it up. It's a little bit chilly. Sometimes you want to do that to get a little better feel in the ball. She lost that ball a little bit, went to the left, and I think that's what it was. Her hands are probably cold. Watch her. She's breaking her wristband back, bending it back to flatten out her wrist so she won't hook the ball as much at the spare. She can do that with that wristband. She can adjust it. Last night she bowled with it actually back even further to cut her hook. But today on her strike shot, she has it cupped up to create a little bit more hook. Nice shot at that spare. Can be a tough one. Okay, you can see her. She's
Readjusting again.
Exactly.
She has a sore wrist, and cupping it, she said, does hurt it a little bit more.
It does, but she's also gone from 3 fingers. She used to put the index finger in the ball. You saw it on her spare ball. It still had the hole. She's now using just the 2 fingers. She gets better hit on the ball, better turn, but it does irritate the wrist a little more. And that looked like speed. It's a little slow on that shot, but she looks surprised. So I think she feels she made a good shot. That's so hard sometimes when you're down there. You aren't quite sure if you made a bad shot or if you need to make a move on the lanes.
What would you do?
I would have to judge off of what I felt. Yeah, I feel she was a little slow, but she could keep the slower ball speed and kick her feet a little right. And she did that a good part of the week. She had her ball speed up, but she had her feet a little farther right.
You just saw in our graphic that she already won Jacksonville this season.
Tough spare.
All right, working on 2 strikes. Like to remind everyone that if someone bowls a perfect 300 game on television, MasterCard will pay that bowler $50,000 bonus. But you have to do it on TV. We've already had 2 300 games here in Altamont Lanes this week.
Yes, baby! Come on now!
Got the turkey.
Yes, that was a break.
Extended that ball well out on the lane. She wasn't sure what it was going to do, but it held pocket.
In fact, the 2 bowlers that bowled the 300 games were Tish Johnson and Dana Miller-Mackie. The big exhale from Phil.
He was so nervous last night. It was funny, especially in that position round. He was behind me. He said, can't take it.
Del Ballard Jr. is a 12-time champion in the PBA.
Go up.
Look alive.
Go up.
Look alive. Yes!
And his wife is working on title number 4.
Great shot.
Good
Great
shot.
shot.
He said, did she say thank you as she sat down? I believe so.
Politeness.
Now, earlier in match play, look at that score, 263 to 212.
Dana has been so strong all week. This is 2 times she's led by over 300 pounds. She's bowling the best she's ever bowled in her career.
Fall. It did.
You knocked that one down, Amanda.
All right, let's take a look at the other ladies who made the top 24. Cheryl Daniels bowled at 299. In fact, if you look down the list, Sandra Jo Odom also bowled at 299 this week.
Jeannie Nakarado finishing 10th. It's her first week out this year. She was home ill. Stacy Ryder in 13th. She's cashed in 4 out of the 5 events this year so far.
Alita Sill is the only lefty to cash every week this year. She's also the only lefty who didn't make the TV show this evening.
Laura Moriarty in 20th. She's made 3 out of the 5 finals. She's becoming a consistent casher on tour. Jody Ellis, 19th, the newcomer from South Africa.
And Yvette Smith traveling with her baby now, trying to adjust to motherhood and bowling. Here's now Dana Miller Mackie. She's made the crossover and clears the deck. Now she has 2 in a row, and she's found her mark.
She just needed to get a few shots in. We've talked about it before, how hard it is to sit and wait for that championship match. You have to watch everybody bowl. She came on the lanes knowing Carolyn's bowling great, and it's tough. Get out there, been off the lanes a long time.
Look at this. Number 5 seed.
Way off!
One more.
She keeps striking here. I think the whole house is having steak dinner on MasterCard tonight. What do you think?
Well, I'm hungry.
Well, she can't let up. She knows Dana's been striking all week. And Dana's tough on TV. These 2 ladies have had some tough matches on television.
Well, the interesting thing now is on this pair, the breakdown is virtually even. Because we've had, our third lefty is out there now. Obviously, Carolyn's been working all the way through.
One more. Hit it. I'll take
It's all
it.
right.
She said, "I'm gonna shoot him." Yeah, shouldn't have said that. She said, "I'll take it." She was happy. The ball didn't drive real hard. She'll take just the 10 pin, get up and make her spare.
So Carolyn Dorin Ballard gets the spare after 5 in a row. We will continue with the championship match in just a moment.
I want you to have a really fun summer out here. I only have one rule. Stay out of the basement.
We're back at the Greater Orlando Classic. This is Carolyn Dorin Ballard in the 9th frame. She needs to stay clean to win this championship. She knocks out the 10 pin. She's stepping up in the 10th frame. There you see it. She spares in 6th, 7th, and 8th. Dana's come on strong with 3 strikes. But the best Dana can shoot is 234. Carolyn Dorin Ballard needs a mark and good count.
That's rough, correct. Yeah.
That's the mark you want.
That's it. That's a double.
That's it. That's
She's
it.
a winner.
You're right.
Oh, look at her. She's counting. She's counting. She just saw it.
I tell you, what a dunce.
She's trying to add up the score to see what she needs. She actually needs some pin count here, because if she were not to throw another ball, she'd only have 227. She should need 4 pins, I believe.
You're the best. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
All right. Wow. Once again, we see it come down to the wire.
I heard Dal say you're the best.
Don't cry.
Oh, tears in her
Yes,
eyes.
you're gonna cry.
Thank you, God. $5,000, second place for Dana Miller Mackie.
I know. She could barely get this ball off her hand right now.
Yo,
Yes. And it's at 2:46. Dana hugs her. Dell hugs her.
Very proud of you.
Very proud of you.
I'm proud of you.
I told you you're the best.
And we will talk with Carolyn Dorin Ballard, the winner of the Rio Classic. But first, these messages.